Hello and welcome to Unit 3 of 3D Printing 101. This is your 3D Design Masterclass. So, quick overview of what we're going to go over this week. First, we're going to go over software, the different options that you can use, different free versions and paid versions, and I'm also going to show you how to get a really high quality professional software absolutely for free, and it's legal, I promise. Then we're going to go over the design principles that you need to know in order to actually design efficiently and effectively for whatever you're trying to build. So we already touched on this a little bit back in Unit 1, but we're going to go more in depth and just everything that you need to know. We're going to go over sketching and how it applies to 3D modeling, because you have to start with a 2D object in order to make a 3D object. So if you can draw stick figures, you can sketch. You don't even need to be able to draw stick figures, honestly. Like, maybe you got hand cramps or something. Like, if you can think in basic 2D shapes, you understand triangles, squares, circles, then we're going to talk about how to make those 2D designs three-dimensional. And again, it's not as hard as you would think. We're going to go over details and features, different cool things that you can add onto your 3D designs, like knurls, and how to add different ridges, how to make things that are more organically shaped, but how to design them in a way that you can understand. First, we're going to go over like how to design very, very simply, just very, very simple shapes and very geometric. And then we're going to move into sort of the creativity aspect of it and how to add your own touch. Designing for the real world, because, what's the point of 3D designing if your parts don't actually work, and you need to figure out how to make them work for, practical cases. Like, if you have a situation, you need to know how to measure it and design it to be functional. I'm going to go over optimization, how to make sure that your print and your design is optimized for your printer and 3D printing in general. And then at the end, I'm going to show you my exact process as I design live a Viking helmet. So you're going to see my exact process for how to do that. I'm not going to be teaching you how to do that. I'm going to be showing you me doing that. So you're going to be able to either follow it along with me, or you're going to be able to look at what I did and apply those concepts to your own project. As we go through and learn these techniques, make sure that you're following along the tutorials so that we can get a full understanding of this. I'm going to try to go through this at a nice steady pace so that it's not overwhelming. And by the end of this week, you should have at least one super awesome design. If you actually do follow along through the steps that I'm giving you, by the end of this week, you will have your own 3D design. Now, if you're here right now, you're in the top 5%. I've said this before, but as you keep going through this course, the nuggets are going to keep getting bigger, and that percentage is going to keep getting smaller. So stay active. You might run into some errors. It's going to happen. We all make mistakes. We all fail, but that's how we learn things. I have failed many, many, many times. So it's important to post in the community whenever you have a fail or a success so that we can all learn from each other. That's how we move forward as a group, as a community. So without further ado, let's get started.